Hello and welcome to your daily love reading for Tuesday. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels. And I'm going to bring in 3 decks of cards for this reading today. We're going to connect with the Twin Flames Divine Masculine Oracle and the Twin Flame Oracle. I'm also going to bring in the Beautiful Gifts of Life deck. We're going to get messages for you, your person and your journey. And if you would like a personal reading with me, you can reach out to me at guidedbyangelsxo@gmail.com. So thank you, angels. What's the energy around you today? What's the energy around you today? 1 card. What's the energy around them today? What's the energy around them? A couple of cards coming out here. And what's the energy, that one's coming out as well, around the journey today? What's the energy around the journey today? What do you need to be aware of? And we've had some very powerful messages coming in, haven't we, with communication and everything else that's been coming in. So you really are being guided right now to have faith. So what's the guidance around you today? And what's the guidance around them today? I feel it's that one. And what's the guidance around the journey today? Look at this. You are safe. Your journey is protected. Rainbows there. So you may see a rainbow today or another sign of angel protection. So what's the gift coming to you right now? What's the gift in your life right now? What's the guidance for you? What do you need to be aware of? What's the message? What's the message? Gone back in. Okay, so I want a clear message. There we go. I'm going to take them and there's a card flying behind me there. So what's the message coming through for them today? What's the message for them? Is it that one? Yeah. And what's the message coming through for the journey itself? What's the message coming through for the journey? Thank you, angels. Okay. Let's see what's going on then. So the first card for you, look at this. Initiating communication. Guided to reach out. There it is again. So the past 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday, now Tuesday. So really the past 4-5 days, it's all been about communication. It's all been about the need to communicate, the need to talk again, the universe bringing you back together. And I do feel, as I've said, that they are trying to manifest you to reach out to them. And they are recognising that if you aren't doing that, then they've got to take the action step. And you may be guided to reach out, maybe you already have. But whenever has happened or hasn't happened, the communication is coming. So again, we've got initiating communication, guided to reach out. So don't be surprised today if you feel guided to reach out. And if you want to know more about this, just watch some of the previous readings I've done since Friday, because I've talked about this in detail. So you may be feeling guided to reach out again today. And we've got healing power. So the message is there are signs being given to you. So your psychic self is speaking to you. So trust the signs you see. If you feel you're being guided to initiate communication, then trust the signs that you see. Because those signs that you are seeing are creating a healing power within you. And we've also got forgive and release the past, and we've got rebirth. Now, this is really powerful because something is coming back to life. So, of course, if you initiate contact, if you initiate communication, it may bring communication back in. So things would come back to life. If they initiate conversation with you, then that's going to also come back to life. So the universe wants things to come back to life. So you may be seeing signs about rebirth. Now you may see things like pregnancy or eggs being cracked and opening, like chicks coming out. Obviously we've just had Easter time and the new moon is all about rebirth. Also be ready to forgive, because you have to ask yourself the question, am I ready to forgive? Have I forgiven? Have I released the past? Do I feel safe enough to reach out? Is it something I can handle? And these are all questions to ask yourself before you initiate the communication. Maybe that's what you want to heal right now. You're thinking, I feel like they've messed me around, they've drained my energy. Maybe you're feeling drained by the whole thing. And that's why you're thinking, I just don't want to be in the cycle of reaching out and not receiving anything back. I know that they have to do it, they have to make the move. So again, I'm feeling this 50-50 energy. And I'm sorry, it seems like the same message that we've had over and over again for the past few days. But there is clearly something big going on here between now and the end of the Taurus season, when this whole thing started coming up. So there is a healing power in this right now. So let's see what the gifts are. Look at this, the gift of giving. The gift of giving, the gift of personal space, and the gift of acceptance. So we've got speeding cars going past, which is again about movement forward. So if you accept things as they are, if you forgive the past, if you let go, then you'll be able to step into your personal space when you are giving. So what that also means is that you're not going to overgive, that you're going to be able to send that message and then allow them to respond. Instead of sending another message, you're able to play the game in a way of tennis. It's not a game, obviously. Don't do it to play games. What I'm talking about is when you shoot the ball over to them, you give them the chance to send the ball back over. You don't keep serving the balls. You just let them hit it back. So it really is about trusting that when you do that, you're in your personal space. You're not going out of that. You're not overgiving. You're not feeling drained. And again, so the bat here, the vampire bat, is a little bit like the draining energy. So you can feel drained sometimes if you feel like you're overgiving or over trying or overdoing. And that's why it's so important to make sure that you are filling up your own cup and giving to yourself. So if you're thinking, I don't want to initiate communication because it's tiring me out, then that's your message, that's your sign to wait for them to come to you. But if you're feeling like, yes, I know I want to reach out, I feel it's time, I want to just let them know how I feel, then follow your intuition, as long as you're remaining in your personal space. And it says, create your personal space, set boundaries, and be present. So if you're reaching out, it's so important that you remain present so you don't start blowing things out of proportion in your mind. Saying, why haven't they reached out? What if they don't? And then going into panic. And that puts you beyond your personal space. It moves you out of the safety zone you've created to be able to do this. And the boundaries is also about you knowing what you will and won't accept. So if you're thinking, well, I'm not going to reach out because it's a boundary I've set for myself, that they reach out to me and then I'll communicate, then obviously you do what's right for you. Or maybe you're thinking, I don't want to see them until they're free from the karmic partner or until they can give equally because I know I can't control myself around them. Because you know how it is when the Kundalini is rising, sometimes it's so intense you can't keep your hands off each other. So you know what this boundary message means for you. And it says the angels will help you reach your full potential with inner peace and security. So find that inner peace first. That's your healing power. You have the power to find inner peace. And the gift of acceptance says, accept yourself and others as they are. So be okay with everything else as it is. Don't expect your twin to change. Allow them to change. Don't demand anything from them. Allow them to give it freely. Don't put conditions on unconditional love. Don't try and force anything forward or make something happen. That's why it's so important that you send the message and then wait for that response, even if it takes time. Instead of getting stressed out, bombarding them with messages and having a panic. And that's why, if you're feeling that way, if you're feeling panicky, it's probably not the right thing in that moment to reach out because your ego may get your ego may get out of control. And that can be when you start sending messages that you regret sending, like being nasty or saying things that you really don't mean. So observe your own behaviour and that of those around you without trying to change it. Learn to benefit from the presence and beauty of humankind. So this is just allowing things to happen, being in the energy of acceptance, the flow, letting things happen naturally. And this is, again, if you initiate that contact, just accept what happens next and say what will be will be. And I'm okay with it. And if you start stressing out, breathe yourself back into the now, because this is the gift of giving. Give yourself and others unconditionally. Giving is your significant source for receiving abundance and love. So it may be that you reach out, you give, and then you allow it back in, but that's giving yourself unconditionally without the need for reaction or the need for something back or the need for something to happen. So again, I'm definitely feeling this message about them manifesting communication, and you may feel guided to reach out. Yet they do know that they need to do this too. So again, take the message how it resonates with you. And I'm sorry it seems like a repetitive message, but again, there's something clearly big going on right now because the universe wants you back together. Now, what they're saying to you here is they have a deep inner knowing. I'm just seeing what these cards are here. They have a deep inner knowing that they love you. They know they love you. They do love you, and they are thinking about that right now. They are deep in thought about this. So if you're wondering what they're doing today, Doesn't matter where they are, whether at work, whether at home, they are thinking about you. And that's also what they're doing in the silence. In the isolation, it's bringing them clarity. That's why for some of them, they need that time and space. So even if you're reaching out to them because they are wanting to communicate with you, remember, because they are also becoming someone new, then they will reach back out when they feel they're ready, when they've processed the thoughts and when they feel like there's someone who's new. So in the clarity, or in the silence where they're gaining clarity, they are understanding they love you. In the clarity, in the quiet times, in the isolation. So this can be when you feel like they're ghosting you. And as I said, some of you will have reached out and maybe they haven't reached back out to you, or they haven't replied, or they haven't responded. So you may feel they're ghosting you. They're not. They're gaining clarity. They know they love you. They have that deep inner knowing of that. And many of them right now are having fantasies too. Fantasies of you, desire, wanting you, thinking about you in an intimate way, in a Kundalini rising kind of way, wanting to be with you physically as well as emotionally. And they have that deep inner knowing. So it's not just about the lust they have for you, and they do have lust for you. It's also about the craving and the longing for you, and from a soul perspective. They want to talk, they want to communicate, they want to spend time with your intelligent spiritual mind. And they're becoming someone new, so they're going through a deep transformation right now. And that's why we've got 1111, because the doors are opening. So I feel they are definitely seeing 1111. You may be seeing this number 2 to show you that the doors are open. The doors to communicate. The doors to bring you back together. And for them, we've got the gift of serenity. Because what they are doing right now is connecting to the internal source within them. So in the silence, in the quiet times, they are connecting with themselves and the source of serenity within them, which is God, the higher power, the universe, but also connecting with you. And again, that's why you're feeling this so strongly, and you're feeling the bond so strongly and all these intense emotions, because they are connecting with you so strongly in a spiritual way. They are connecting with you in the 5D, even if they don't realize or recognize that's actually what they're doing. It says, allow yourself to breathe again, to decrease inner tension and know that all is well. So they may be feeling very stressed out, very tense. And when they are having this isolation time or this quiet time, breathing again, calming their energy down, relaxing, it's taking that tension away. And you may well have been sending them support, love, and power and calm energy through the spiritual realms, through a dream or through your connection with them, through telepathy. So the energy around the journey today, your journey is protected. So remember, whatever is going on or not going on, whether you have reached out or you haven't, whether they've replied or they haven't, your journey is safe. Your journey is protected. You will know what to do. And they are doing a lot of work on themselves right now, healing the self, body and mind. So some of them may well be working on their physical appearance too, their diet. Maybe they've decided to change the diet, or they could be having a detox, or they could be working more on their physical self, because working on their physical self helps them to feel more stronger within. So they could be working on their body, they could be going to the gym, they could be doing exercise, playing sports, they could be going for walks, they could be doing other things, they could be doing spiritual practices to heal the mind. They could be focusing on work, trying to sort out their finances or achieve something in their work life, their career, or even to deal with a physical goal, something they're working on. So they are definitely working on themselves right now. And I know this gives the appearance here of they need to be left alone, but they are initiating communication because they are manifesting it. So they are wanting to hear from you, even if they don't feel they're quite ready to hear from you. They want to. They know they have to, and the universe is doing everything it can right now to bring you together. So you've got the gift of learning for the journey, and this is why it's a learning journey, because you learn lessons, you make mistakes, but then you realise they're not mistakes at all. They are lessons that lead to growth and lead to blessings. Everything teaches you something. So welcome the new opportunities to discover yourself and grow. Be open to learn from people and situations and allow new choices and resolutions to appear. And this is the number 11, which again is connected with the 1111. The doors are opening for new opportunities. because you're allowing new choices and resolutions to appear. So resolutions are also bringing in a solution to a previous problem or a situation and making a new choice, doing something in a new way. So you might think, okay, well, I'm proving to myself here, if I'm reaching out, then I'm going to be okay with what happens next, because I'm not going to send another message and then another message. I'm going to let them come to me. Or maybe you're thinking, I'm learning how to surrender now and I'm putting boundaries up. So I'm not going to get walked on. I'm not going to be there at their beck and call. I'm not going to say yes to them if it means saying no to myself. I'm going to do what's right for me. I'm going to honour my body. So I'm going to respect my body and be intimate with them when they are free, when they can be in a relationship with me instead of just coming and going. So I feel this is a huge message about you recognising things about yourself. And I shared a poem not long ago for members, and I actually got that poem from a video I watched from like a healing guru, and it was a poem, I'm not sure who it's by, but this poem was about walking down a street, and there was 5 chapters to this poem. And the first chapter is you walk down the street and you fall down a hole. And when you're in the hole, you think, oh, that wasn't my fault, I fell down the hole. Yet the hole was there the whole time. So it's not like you missed it, or maybe you did miss it the first time, but you fell down the hole. And then the second chapter, chapter 2, so there's another chance you walk down the same street and you fall down the hole again. And when you're in the hole again, you think, oh, I've been here before. It's not my fault though. Oh, and you go through the same thing. So you're repeating a pattern. The third time you walk down that street, you fall in the hole again, and then you realise, hang on, it is actually my fault now that I actually fell in that hole because I did see it and I knew what would happen and I fell in anyway. The fourth chapter, you walk down the street and you give me fear, and obviously it brings fear up, so you walk around the hole, so then you don't fall into it, but you're still aware of it, you're still noticing it, but you've made a different choice. And the fifth chapter is when you just don't walk down that street and you leave the hole alone. So really the hole can be connected with the ego or the personal, the situation, or whatever it is you put it into in your own life, but it's how you learn and grow. So everything we go through is an opportunity to learn, grow, and make a different choice. And I feel that's what you are doing right now. You are handling things differently. So you're thinking, okay, well, if I had the chance again, I would do it a bit differently. And guess what? You're going to have the chance again, because that hole will come up again and you have the choice and the chance to do it differently. I hope this helps. Have a great day and I'll see you soon.